This video is sponsored by the League 1 and 2 Discord server, where you can join a growing League 1 and 2 Discord community. The link to that is in the description. If you would like to know something else that I do other than football videos, I also run a podcast called Gaps in Knowledge. The link to that is also in the description. And if you would like to support the channel, you can do so through Buy Me a Coffee. The link to that is in the description also, and any donations are much appreciated. And if you do donate, you can leave a message and I'll read it out in the next video. For example, I would like to thank Steve Graham, who donated 10 beers to the channel last week, and he says, "Hi Reese, I've been a supporter for 58 years of Gillingham and involved the club for a few years back in the 90s. Good luck to Neil and the lads, and you can do this." By God, I hope we get 3 points today, Steve, but thank you very much for the donation. Welcome to German Gills. Gills head west to take on Cheltenham Town this Easter weekend. Your German Gills show bringing your live match reaction today from your host, Reese. Gills underperformed the last time we met in a disappointing game, and underperformance today is not welcome at all. Adam Wesgate is making the trip to the Johnny Rock Stadium to see how this important fixture plays out. Schön, dass du da bist, und los geht's, Gills. Welcome to the German Gills show as Gillingham head west to take on Cheltenham Town. We've not had the best record against Cheltenham Town in recent fixtures, but by God, we need to have a good result today over at the Johnny Rock Stadium. Kickoff from the UK is at 3 o'clock, but over here in Germany, of course, it's 4 o'clock, and it's really great to have you here on this German Gills show. I'm going to be your host, Reese, to take you through every step of the way on this really important fixture for the Gills today. And if you haven't done so already, you can follow our socials. We have Instagram, which is German Gills, and of course, we have our Twitter, which is Deutsche Gills. If you would like to go straight to the live match reaction, use the chapters at the bottom of the video to navigate around. So let's have a look at what happened the last time we played Cheltenham Town.
Got a corner on the right hand side. When we played them before at their place recently, they scored from a corner, so we have to deal with this one as it's bouncing around and we haven't dealt with it. And Cheltenham have scored from a corner again. The ball over the top by Cheltenham. That's a great head forward, and it's going to be an opportunity here. Cheltenham are going to go 2-0 up. What a fantastic goal that is by Cheltenham, and Gills have been pegged back to another goal.
The game ended in a 2-0 defeat for the Gills in front of a pretty much quite empty Priestford Stadium, which isn't great. It shows that the time has changed under Neil Harris, but hopefully we can get a better result today against Cheltenham. And I have heard that they've sold out all of the Raynham end and most of the Medway stand as well for our game at home at Fleetwood, so I'm really excited for that game on Monday. So on the line, going to the Johnny Rock Stadium, we have our matchday correspondent, Adam Wesgate. How you doing?
I'm very good this afternoon. It's good weather. And actually at the service stations, we passed the Havant and Waterlooville fan coach. They're on their way to Bath. So, no, it's been nice.
Was it just one of the coaches, or was there a few coaches of them?
No, there was only one. I would think that probably would be it, thinking of the size of the clubs. But no, they were having a nice afternoon out. So, yeah, they wished us luck. We wish them luck against Bath away.
Cool. Okay, well, let's speak Gillingham then. So you're heading to Cheltenham. What are you expecting today?
Well, I think we need a win. I think there's no doubt about that. We've got a mid-table team. I know we've got the big crunch match on Saturday, on Monday. And after that, though, with Portsmouth away and Rotherham at home, I don't think we want to be really scratching for points. So I'm going to say 3 points today to be optimistic. I don't think a point really is enough today. So I'm going to go 2-1 to Gillingham, predict and be positive we're going to score 2 goals, and that we'll let 1 in.
Okay, that sounds like a positive outlook. And who do you think is going to be our main game changer today?
Well, I think I was about to say Carly Kelman. Charlie Kelman, who's a completely different player to the other one, did really well in the second half. I hope Ben Reeves gets a go, actually, because I thought he made a difference in the second half against Wycombe Wanderers. But yeah, I do think it's going to come more up front because we know defensively we're a lot better. It's just going to come down to, can we bag a couple of goals like we did against Accrington? And if we can do that, I think we're really solid. So,
well, hopefully we get a couple of goals. It'd be nice if we score 3 for once. We haven't done that this season so far, have we?
No, we haven't had that privilege. So it'd be better late than never. But hopefully we could do that today and against Fleetwood.
Well, let's see what happens at half-time and we'll speak about it then.
See you then.
Let's head over to the Johnny Rock Stadium for today's live match reaction. Los geht's, Gills. And about to get underway here at the Johnny Rocks Stadium. There's about 690 Gills fans have made the journey west to Cheltenham, so there should be a good atmosphere over to the way end, the left-hand side of my screen. Let's see if we can get a result today. The main thing is we get something. The Gills got a long throw on the left-hand side, be taken by Jackson. It goes into the box. Can Gills rise to get ahead in it? No, it's cleared away by Cheltenham, but only straight to Jackson, who's looking to get into the box himself, either to create an attack or put the ball in. Takes a shot himself, and it's just gone to past the right post. I think it was a decent save in the end by the Cheltenham goalkeeper. It's the first meaningful attack of the game so far as Jackson got the ball. We know he can shoot. He scored one at Morecambe. I know it's not the same position, but the Cheltenham keeper had to do something and scrambled across on his near post to put that line for a corner. It's the first shot on target of the game. Still 0-0. So Gills got a corner on his left-hand side. It'll be taken by Lee. Can we get a decent delivery? It goes into the box. It's headed away by Cheltenham. Headed in by Reeves again, but there's no real means out of anything. But it's flicked back behind. Can I look at the end of it? And it's 1-0! And Gills have taken the lead on the 13th minute through Oliver. It was a great header from Reeves, who put it back into the box, and it completely fooled the Cheltenham defence. And it left just pretty much an easy tap in to the right-hand side of the net for Oliver. Gills have taken a fantastic lead at the start of this game. It's going to be really important that we got that first goal and we've managed to get it from a corner. It's a good ball in by Ollie Lee Hart. It was cleared away comfortably in the end by the Cheltenham defence, but this ball back in from Reeves, it was kind of hopeful, and then it was flicked on, I think by Masterson, and then Oliver got on the end of it and put it in the back of the net. They claimed for offside, not given, and Gills have taken an early lead just after 13 minutes here at the Johnny Rocks Stadium. Goodness me, that's what we needed for the start of this game. Gills 1-0 up away from home against Cheltenham Town. So Gills got a throw on this left-hand side. It's going to be Jacks who launches this one in. Can we get an attack from this that goes into the box? Someone needs to flick this on. It's bouncing around. Can Gills create something? It's a shot on. It's a decent save by the Cheltenham goalkeeper. I think it was pretty much down his throat, but he had to react quickly to turn it around his left-hand post. It's a good throw-in from Jackson. I didn't quite see who managed to get the shot away. Maybe the replay will clear it up. It was flicked on by Masterson, and it was Reeves who took the shot with his weak foot, I think, because he's left-footed. Correct me if I'm wrong. May well be. But there's another attack on the Cheltenham goal, which Gills have made. So Cheltenham taking this throw in short, looking to get this ball into the box. They've taken their time to get it into the box. They're trying to work it in, and it's working at the moment. So take a shot from distance, and it's palmed around the post by Chapman. That's the first meaningful attack that I think Cheltenham have had this game so far. It started actually initially from a free kick earlier, which I'm surprised didn't put into the box. They pass around this right-hand side to work it in on the floor, which they have done, but I think that's an easy save for Chapman at the end of the day to put it around the post. He should be defending that near post, and that probably was quite comfortable for him, but nonetheless, he had to do it. So still 1-0 Gills on the corner to Cheltenham. It's really good work by Cheltenham coming forward on this left-hand side. Gills got some work to do, and the McKenzie been beaten. This could be a great chance for Cheltenham. Gills to get some bodies in the box, and it's a good save by Chapman, and it's gone to the back of the net on the rebound, though, and Cheltenham have equalised from a really ferocious counter-attack from a Gills long throw from the right-hand side. It's, unfortunately for Gills, it was just the pace that caught us out at the back, and we had a lot of gaps, a lot of holes, and Chapman did everything he could. The goal got a save on it, but unfortunately the follow-up just fell to Cheltenham feet, and they managed to put it in the back of the net. And it's really good work by the 29 of Cheltenham. Found some space there, dummy shot, took the shot, and I'd like to think Chapman should do a little bit better with that in the first attempt. However, it's come in pretty quickly and pretty snap-like, and Cheltenham have equalised here just before half-time. Is it deserved? I think probably it's on the balance of play. Gillingham had a couple more opportunities, but Cheltenham have been more clinical with their chances, as is the score, which is 1-1. And that is half-time. So it currently stands Gillingham 1, Cheltenham Town 1. On the line, we have Adam Wesgate.
Hello.
So what do you make of that half?
So it's been sort of a strange one, because on the one hand, I think we've played better most of the half. However, when Cheltenham started turning it on a bit, they could have had a back heel in, which with any touch, I don't think Chapman would have seen it to get it. And obviously the goal was just, we were caught on a counter-attack. They probably should have buried the ball many times before they did. Yes, they got a bit lucky with the deflection in the end, but they should have scored that before. So to be honest, I don't think it was lucky on their part at all. And disappointing in some respects, but with Fleetwood losing at the moment, I really do hope that we can pull something out, because I do think it's there. I think the win is there for us.
I was going to ask that. Do you think actually we can get a win from this game still?
Yes, but I think we'll need another 2 goals because Cheltenham do have a bit about them. They're playing like a team who don't have anything to play for, which quite literally they are. But they can turn on the style just about enough to cause us problems at times. So, and I do actually think there's a couple of goals left in it. And it's the first time we scored 3 goals this year. So what a time to get it.
Well, time, if we can get that, that'd be amazing. But to get that, what would you change in the second half? Would you make any subs now or would you leave it?
I would leave it for the moment, just simply because they'll go out. I think Harris will give them 15, 20 minutes, maybe 10 or whatever, see how we're faring. And then I'd start to make the changes. Most of the half, we didn't play that badly. We just lost the momentum at the end. So it depends if we can calm them down. But, I mean, we've got people like Phillips on the bench to Tunda. We've got attacking options. So I wouldn't waste them just yet. I'd see how the game progresses and whether Cheltenham will be better off with a bit more steel. We go a bit wider. We've got options, and I don't think Harris needs to exhaust them now.
Fair enough. Well, thank you for your insight, and we'll catch up at full time.
See you then.
And we're underway for the second half here. Gills kicking towards the Gills fans, which is always great. Hopefully we can get something from this game, particularly a win. I think Adam Westgate's right in saying that we need to get something from this game, that we could get something from this game. So hopefully it will materialise into a victory for the Gills. We'll see how it goes. It's a short throw Gills have taken there. Normally it's Jackson who launched it in, but Gills trying to find a decent cross to the box. You got Thompson who's going to put in with his left foot, which he hasn't. It's a great ball. Oh, no one's there to head it in, unfortunately, but Oliver's got the ball himself on the right-hand side, and Gills still have possession, and it's going to be Reeves who takes a shot, and he's in the bottom left-hand corner. What a goal! What a fantastic finish it is by Reeves. About time he had a really good impact, and there it is in the bottom left-hand corner of his favourite left foot, and he's managed to put Gills 2-1 up on the 59th minute. What a goal that is. Gills now are leading at Cheltenham, and if we get this win today, it could be a huge step forward in our League One survival race at the moment. But that is absolute brilliant from Reeves, who's put that tidily in the bottom left-hand corner. I don't think anywhere else, if it went anywhere else in the goal, I think the keeper saves it. But that there is great work by Oliver, by the way. Look at this, really using his strength. A little bit lucky, but do you know what? We need that good nutmeg, and puts it in the bottom left-hand corner, right in front of the Gills fans as well. As it currently stands, it is Cheltenham Town 1, Gillingham 2. Come on! So Gills have got a free kick on the left-hand side, very dangerous position, going to be launched in by Lee's going to put this one into the box, and it's, oh! What's happened there? Oh my goodness me, I have no idea what happened. Did the keeper save it? Hit the bar, hit the post? I have no idea what happened with that, but it nearly went in the back of the net. I really want to see a replay of this one. Here we go. He hit that with so much venom. I seriously thought that was saved. Oh, it was saved. It was saved by the goalkeeper. What a save that is to tip it onto the underside of the crossbar. Cannon down. I think Jack Tucker went out for a goal kick. My God. Gills only get for 3 goals, which would be the first time that happens in a game this season. Still 2-1. Cheltenham coming forward now. They've got a lot of space, probably going to shoot from distance, but it's blocked. But it's fell kindly for them again, as it could be a chance. Another good block by the Gills. Great defending by the Gills at the moment. 2 blocks, and then it's still fallen to Cheltenham feet as they're still trying to press and attack. And they're going to put this ball in long, I think, from distance as it goes over. Someone needs to deal with this, and it goes out for a goal kick. I'm going to put it in the highlight reel because that was excellent defended in a time where I thought Cheltenham were through to at least trouble the goalkeeper. Defended so well, keeper wasn't even needed. Still 2-1 Gills. So going to be a throw in by Cheltenham on this right-hand side, looking to get this ball into the box. They've got space to do it now. It's going to be first time, no second time. As it goes in, Gills need to deal with it, and it's a brilliant save by Chapman using his tall frame to push it over the bar. I'm sure he expects to save that every time, but he still had to make it, showing that Cheltenham still has some attacking threat, and Gills have a lot of work to be doing as they have the corner now, and they're taking it short. We'll keep the highlight going. As it's about Alfie Mays at the ball on the left-hand side as Cheltenham are now passing it around and giving themselves a bit of a job to get it into the box, but I think they're going to now do it as it goes to the left-hand side, and it's headed away by Jackson out for a corner. Still 2-1 Gills. But Cheltenham got this corner on this right-hand side, so they're going to put this as an outswing into the box. It goes quite deep, but quite dangerous. It heads back across the face of goal. It's headed and pushed into the back of the net, and Cheltenham have equalised. Again, it's from a corner, and Gills need to really struggling against Cheltenham set pieces, because this is the kind of thing they can do. They've got strength, they've got power in that box, and they've used it to the best of their advantage. It was a really well-worked corner, actually. It was floated to the back post with purpose, and it was headed across the face of goal, and I think it's their tall Tottenham lonely striker, Keke, who got on the end of it and put it in the back of the net. And Chap nearly got a hand to put it wide, but he couldn't do much about it, to be fair. And Gills have been pegged back to 1-1, unfortunately. And Cheltenham now got a little bit of momentum. Gills looking tired. It's going to be a struggle out to get something from this game. And if Gills are going to get a win from this game, they have to score 3 goals, which they haven't done at all season. But as it currently stands, it's Cheltenham 2, Gillingham 2. Oh, this could be dangerous if Maxim doesn't deal with this. He's let it bounce, unfortunately, and Maxim has got to track back. This could be dangerous here. Cheltenham take the shot and put it wide. Cheltenham should have really put the game in their favour with that, but Gills got away with that one as it's been put over the bar. Gills were caught short there with another counter-attack. It's a good ball forward, and Maxim had let that bounce. He really shouldn't have done. And essentially, there was no challenge there for the Cheltenham striker, who then probably should have put it across the face of goal, instead went himself and luckily missed the target for us. But still, Gills got away with that one, I think, but it's still 2-2. Gills got a freak in a dangerous position. It's going to be Thompson who takes it. He's going to shoot and he's trying to do it on the ground, but it's gone through a deflection. Oh, we've hit the post! Oh, I don't believe it. I think it's from Tucker. Gills have hit the post from this free kick. My goodness me, so close as the ball has been replayed. I don't know what's happening. We can look at the replay now, but the game is live as it's happening around. The ball's gone across the box. I need to cover myself a little bit as Tucker puts it in the box. It's gone to Oliver, who bicycle kicks it just past the post. Oh, Gills nearly snatching the win right at the death there. My goodness me, it was a close one, both from Oliver and the free kick, which wasn't the best of free kick from Thompson, who tried to go under the wall, as you can see here. And it was the shot, I think, I'm going to guess Tucker took this. No, it was Masterson in the end who then hit the post. Oh, if that was the other side of the post, the away end would have erupted. Still 2-2. And that is full time. So it ended Cheltenham Town 2, Gillingham 2. And on the line, we have Adam Wesgate.
Good afternoon.
So what did you make of that result in the end?
Well, I thought of the Johnny Rock Stadium that it was certainly an epic encounter. No, I thought that an epic ruffle. Yeah, I thought it was a good match. I know I'm mucking about, but it was pretty much both halves were the same. We were putting it down when we were talking to Gillingham being a bit leggy at the end of each half, which goes into Monday's game, as we were saying, because it's keeping people fit. I think we've done reasonably well to get a point. I think we've only got ourselves to blame for not getting all 3 because, well, unlike the rest of Harris's era, we didn't defend as well, and we've got 2, which is most unlike us, except for maybe Accrington and one other game. But we scored, but we couldn't hang on. So I put that down to fitness more than quality.
No, I think
it's just tough at the moment for us.
I think I agree with you here. It's a little bit leg at the end of the game. So we got Fleetwood on Monday. Is that a double or nothing, do or die? What do you think about on the Monday fixture?
I do think it's a bit do or die. I think if we don't beat them, you're going to need a win against one of the other 2 teams, which is Portsmouth away and Rotherham at home. Obviously, you can't write us off because their games of football. Rotherham haven't won since February. Portsmouth, maybe that's the harder game just because it's away, but they're very tough fixtures. And the only thing we can hope really with Rotherham is that they're already in the playoffs and then trying to rest their players because they've got a completely irrelevant match against Gillingham.
And I assume you're going to be going to all the games now for the rest of the season?
I don't know about Portsmouth, if I can say, after this, but we'll see about Portsmouth. But Fleetwood, Rotherham, yes.
All right.
I will be at both. I will be watching them. The boys come down from the New York Stadium and the boys from Highbury.
Excellent. Well, we'll speak to you definitely on those games. Thank you very much for being our correspondent today, Adam.
Thanks a lot.
So it ended Cheltenham 2, Gillingham 2, and I think on the grand scheme of things, it is a point which is just about right for the type of game that was played. I think it was a fair result in the end. Shame Gills couldn't nick it right at the end, but Cheltenham could have done the same as well. Cheltenham fans, you've done excellently this season as you've come up from League 2 last season to stay in the division, but also stay there with a bit of proudness as well, a bit of pride, and you hopefully get in that mid-table position. So congratulations on your season. You've done excellently to get where you are on the table. So and best of luck for the rest of your games as well. On Gillingham, on the other hand, we've got some tough games coming up. We've got an extremely important one on Monday against Fleetwood. That, we have to win that, really, I think. And if we do win that, I think we are put ourselves in an excellent position trying to stay up. I'm not going to write off the last 2 teams playing against Portsmouth and Rotherham. I do generally think we can get some points from there as well. And then people are trying to kind of write them off and say when you get nothing from them, it might be tough. Don't get me wrong, and I wouldn't be surprised if we lost both of them. But at the end of the day, we still got a chance to play against them and get some points from there. Who knows? But it's probably going to go down right to the wire. I'm nervous, but hey, that's what football is, right? That's what happens. But thank you very much for this far on the video. I appreciate that. Not everyone makes it here, so thank you very much for doing so. I really appreciate it. Just a couple of things. Now, this video is sponsored by the League 1 and 2 Discord server, which is links in the description. If you'd like to see a podcast that I do that's not football related, the Gaps in Knowledge link is in the description as well. If you would like to donate to the channel, you can do so through Buy Me a Coffee. The link to that is in the description, and all donations are much appreciated. It goes towards my season pass for next season, so I can keep making content for you. And of course, we have our Twitter and Instagram. So Instagram is German Gills, and also we have our Twitter, which is Deutsche Gills. Thank you very much for watching, and as ever, los geht's, Gills.